Dear hoit everybody, and welcome my fellow uncouth Americans. I am Shannon Nestor, Shining Star. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, you lazy bastards. Thank you. Keep in mind that a pilgrimage is a spiritual journey or a religious one to a promised or holy land. The pilgrims, people of a pilgrimage, originally tried to go to Holland. America was nobody's first choice. It was dreadful to get across the pond. The pilgrims spent several years living in Leiden, Amsterdam, where historians think that a lot of their harvest festivals traditions kind of turned into what we know as Thanksgiving traditions. The pilgrims initially fled England in 1608 to escape religious persecution for holding secret services that were not sanctioned by the Church of England. That was the Anglican Church, by the way. They were all criminals for this. Some were arrested in Holland. Holland itself was facing possible religious wars, not just with England, but Spain. So with some investors, legal battles, and a few dealings about fur and timber trades, the pilgrims were granted their ticket out to find land and farming and peace just north of the Virginia colony. In 1620, Captain Christopher Jones sailed the Mayflower from Plymouth, UK, to the new land in the west, Plymouth Rock, along with its sister ship Speedwell. Unfortunately, Speedwell had leaks and other problems, causing the pilgrimage to turn back twice. So the Mayflower went on without her sister. 102 pilgrims and 30 crew members made a settlement November 21st, 1620. They drew up the Mayflower Compact in order to keep themselves at a certain status of behavior and ruling in the New World. December 8th, their Captain Myles Standish went exploring with his men, where they met the Nauset Indians. They were a particular tribe, a part of the Wampanoag Nation. Again, if I say any of these wrongs, as always, I'm sorry. They are attacked with arrows and chased back to the settlement on what is now known as First Encounter Beach. There were no deaths or real injuries. Winter took hold shortly after, and taking with it 45 lives of men, women, and children. Death have no prejudice. Remember that. Some names were even lost to the records. The pilgrims were more than fading fast. You got scurvy, disease, drowning in the harbor, shit conditions living half on and off the boat. It was a mess. They weren't even near where they were supposed to settle to begin with. They were supposed to go to a northern side of Virginia. They were 5 states away if you were to measure it in today. I digress. Finally, come to early spring, late winter, a visit of their first Native American. March 16th, 1621, Somerset walked right into the tiny dying colony, expressing welcome in English tongue, even asking for a beer. Hey! Good on ya. He was visiting the chief of the Wampanoag tribe, Massasoit. Apparently, it may not actually be the names, but these were the recorded names by the pilgrims that kind of just stayed with it as they learned of their new neighbors, which was a somewhat 70 known villages up and down the coast. Later, the Wampanoag and one surviving member of the Patuxet tribe came to the colony as well. The man's name was Squanto. You may know him as Squanto. And I'm going to stick to the Squanto name. It's white girl easier, okay? Give me a break. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He spoke even better English than Somerset, and helped the Pilgrim Wampanoag Treaty that was April 1st, 1621. By April 5th, the Mayflower went back to England. The tribes and Pilgrims immediately took to farming. The Pilgrims had their modern styles and tools, and the natives had the ancient way of farming and cultivating. Both had strong religious faiths in nature herself. Praying to separate deities, together the colonists and natives flourished over the summer. Remember, at this point, the natives had a huge plague to recover from as well. This was known as the Great Dying of 1619, so they had a lot at stake as well, or at least for this area. Somewhere at the end of September and early October 1621, the great first harvest took place. That we know now as the first Thanksgiving, America's first national holiday, celebrated almost annually from then on with a kind of non-religious, other than the prayer of thanks, saying grace, kind of non-religious festivals and feasts to celebrate harvest, battle victories, and other triumphs of the summer before winter settled in. 'Twas not till after the defeat of the Confederates at Gettysburg, October 3rd, 1863, that President Abraham Lincoln declared Thanksgiving every third Thursday of November to commemorate all the battles of the Civil War. What are you thankful for? I'll go first. And I had to write this down because I wanted to say it just right. I am thankful for this country. When I was unhappy in losing my health in one place, I had the freedom to pick up, move to a whole new place altogether, and find a home that wound up not only saving my health, but saving my very soul. I am thankful. Tell me what you're thankful for in the comments, please. I'll keep it simple today. Sláinte to Thanksgiving. May we all coexist and stay warm this holiday season. Slán, darlings.